We are back here in Kristie's kitchen with our elderberry syrup that we made with our Kristie's Kitchen do-it-yourself elderberry syrup kit. And I'm going to show you real quick how to make gummies, elderberry gummies, out of your syrup. If you haven't seen the video on how to make the syrup, I'll put the link below. It's super quick and easy. This is dump and go, and we'll be using this syrup to make our gummies. Okay, so what you're gonna need is a grass-fed beef gelatin, and I like the Vital Proteins brand. Some apple cider vinegar with the mother. Your prepared elderberry syrup that is already sweetened. So I already have my syrup made. I'll show you down here. So it already has the honey in it, so I don't need to add any more. We're good to go. When I pull my syrup off of the stove and I strain it and it's nice and warm, that's when I'm gonna add my gelatin, because I want my gelatin to dissolve. So I'm doing just a small batch of gummies. 1 cup of syrup to 1 tablespoon of gelatin. So your pack here will make a quart of syrup. That would be a ton of gummies, which if that's what you want, go for it. But sometimes it's nice to keep some of the syrup out for syrup and then make gummies with the other part of it. So a pint, I'll usually make a pint of it into gummies and then keep a pint of syrup in the refrigerator ready to go whenever we need it. If you do a pint measurements would be 2 tablespoons of your gelatin and about 1/3 cup of apple cider vinegar. And then you're gonna want an 8x8 baking dish lined with parchment paper. So when your syrup is hot, add in your gelatin, add in your apple cider vinegar. You're gonna give it a good stir, and then you're gonna pour it directly into your dish. I'm just doing a mini one here, so I'm just gonna pour mine right in here, like that. And then you're gonna let this set. You can put it in the refrigerator to help it firm up, or you can just set it over on the counter. Teddy bear molds that you can put your eyedropper in and put it in each one. If you have fun molds, that's fun if you have little kids, but honestly it's very tedious and time consuming, and my kids really don't care what shape their gummy is, so I just pour it straight up in a pan and we just slice it in tiny little squares and little cubes like this. You can see how big it is. So it's not that big, and your kids can take 3 to 6 of these a day. They can take them, or you yourself, doesn't have to be kids, but I think of kids when I think of gummies. You can take 1 every day or up to 3 every day. As preventative measures, you can increase that up to 6 a day for children if they're feeling the onset of cold or flu symptoms. And they are best kept in the freezer. So I will usually put mine in a little glass jar, or you could do a small Ziploc baggie, and I count out usually like 30 count. You can see this one was already in the freezer that I pulled out. And then it's best to keep them in there. They will last longer because these are all natural. The only preservative in this is the natural preservative of your honey. So if they are in the refrigerator for several weeks, they will start to mold and go bad. So that's why we recommend keeping them in the freezer, and then just pull it out of the freezer and your kids can grab one whenever they need one. So they're very easy to make. It's very quick. If you've already got your elderberry syrup made up, you're gonna add your gelatin and your apple cider vinegar, let it rest, and you're gonna be good to go. You'll be ready for this fall cold and flu season. If you have any questions, let me know.